with them to help them to maybe go back home, work through the issues that they have faced, and to be able to go back home or to move on from here to another childcare facility.
I think one of the things that I would like to see is just the drumming as a discipline, as a tradition, as a form, wholeheartedly.
I think one of the things that I would like to see is just the drumming as a discipline, as a tradition, as a form, wholeheartedly appreciated. I would like to see it resonate on some level with all of the participants. I want there to be a respect for the instrument, for the form, for it to be regarded as a true instrument like any other, like the guitar, like the piano, like the violin. An appreciation for our culture, our roots, our culture, our Jamaican traditional folk forms, our Jamaican traditional rhythms that have been passed down from our ancestors.
Blossom Guidance Childcare Facility is one of the 8 government-run facilities across the island. We accommodate children from ages 0 up to 7, sometimes above. They're actually here until they get other orders to either foster care or back home or even adoption.
The piece that I have taught them is Dugu Dugu Pata Pata Pete Pete. That's the Dukomin version. That's kind of easy for them because of the age group that we have. So we have like some 3-year-olds, some 4-year-olds. I think the oldest one we have in it is 6. So it's kind of harder for them, but they learn it and they love that one mostly. That one is their favorite.
To keep going, you have already seen.
To all of you guys that have been doing an excellent job so far, in this drum therapy project, I encourage you to press on, to keep going. You would have already seen that it is not as easy as it seems to just take up a drum and play. It's beyond just doing a little thing and beating a little rhythm. There is technique, there is discipline, there is focus, there is concentration that is required. And this has been exhibited by you guys up to this point, and I pray that all of these facets really kind of take hold of your lives moving forward. And in any endeavor, in any area, you can always think about the discipline and the rigor of a drumming circle. Think of the relaxation of a drumming circle. Think of the joy, think of the fun, and just approach life with that positivity, with all that positivity moving forward.
Great job. Fabulous job. One more time. Put your hands together one more time. Amazing job. Big up Jesse Golding. Big up yourself, sir, Jesse. Everything good? Yeah, man. Well, I want this pandemic to be over, Rasta, because I know Mrs. Gray, you would have all the drummers here. They would have been beating drums. Would have started off with some drums. You'd have get Pacific dance, some African dance. I would have dropped leg and enjoy myself. That was wonderful watching the children and, of course, their tutors. Please put your hands together for them one more time. Lovely talent. So positive things happening regardless of the pandemic, right, family? Absolutely. Well, coming up now to tell us more about the implementation of this project is Miss Janelle Llewellyn, Drum Therapy Project Coordinator, and she'll be bringing us up to speed with what's going on with the project, happenings, perhaps give us a glimpse into the future as well. Janelle, please.
Good afternoon, all protocols observed. I must say that tears nearly came to my eyes a while ago, especially when I heard the child said, "I feel like I'm on top of the world." What greater feeling can you get than being on top of the world? And I'm happy to know that this project was able to deliver and execute and change the lives of our children in such a way. So I just want to give them a hand one more time. We wouldn't be here without them. All right, the partnership formed between the Violence Prevention Alliance and the Child Protection and Family Services Agency came as a result to address the need to sort of deal with the associated risks of the wards of the state, in addition to the growing concerns with the children's lack of mobility with regards to the COVID-19 pandemic. In a June 2020 study, the Organization for the Economic Cooperation and Development Organization found that the greatest impact which COVID-19 had on the youthful population was with regards to their mental health, especially as it relates to the increase in feelings of isolation and feelings of loneliness. Boys and girls in state-run residential child care facilities have been subjected to coping with this new normal, new health and safety restrictions brought on the pandemic, which has curtailed their movements, as Mrs. Gateway would have discussed earlier. As a result, these children have very few recreational activities which they can partake to help quell their heightened fears and the anxieties experienced. The decision to focus on the music therapy comes from long-standing research on its positive effects on children. The Caribbean Psychological Arts Therapy, CPAT, describes music therapy as a co-creative, client-led process whereby music is the medium through which clients can focus on self-expression, which we've seen a lot of earlier, self-awareness, and communication. It is highly evidence-based and has been used in several social interventions pertaining to behavioral issues, mental illness, and other psychosocial conditions. So the Drum Therapy Project has been developed from best practices of trauma-informed responses. Sustainability and longevity were also found to be instrumental in determining the project's success to achieve the related outcomes of the associated risks and to reduce them. A quantitative baseline study was done prior to the start of the project, where each facility reported on disciplinary, behavioral, and engagement indicators. The project model is supported by a commitment from all relevant stakeholders to meeting project goals with an understanding that it is to serve the needs of the children in the end. With this, the approach that was taken was to first identify caregivers who will spearhead the adoption and delivery of the drumming activities. Secondly, to facilitate drum training sessions led by a qualified instructor, which is Mr. Jesse Golding. Then allow for these caregivers to become trainer of trainers after their specified training period. And lastly, to conduct the components that they would have learned in the Drum Therapy Project in their respective facilities. The project was officially launched August 2020, with the first drum training session taking place at 2E Camp Road. I hope you all remember that place where we came and we didn't know what to do at first. Our hands hurt us, we sanitized, we beat drum, we come back again. That place was what started us off on this beautiful journey. And I'm sure Professor Ward later on will just acknowledge those responsible for that part of the execution of the project. So it was established that caregivers would assume responsibility in ensuring that the material covered in training would be delivered to the wards and ensure the facilitation of sessions at least for 3 hours per week, minimum. A volunteer was also assigned to each of the 6 homes to support the meeting of project deliverables. Though weekly reporting has been a challenge, and I'm sure we all know the challenges, but for those who may not be aware, the children's home are a bit dynamic in nature. So be it the high turnover of wards, I think one of the caregivers would have mentioned 90 days on average. Some are there for a fewer periods, some are there for a much longer period. So you can already see the difficulty with trying to sustain this project. When a child comes on and learns, and a new child comes in, the teacher will have to take back the step with the class and just ensure that everybody's on the same page. So that will affect project deliverables at some extent. There's also competing priorities and we understand that there are issues with regarding to staff and so forth. But there's been high enthusiasm. I'm sure we all see that there is high enthusiasm displayed with the video and audio clips that we just watched a while ago. So all is not lost. We're on the road for the drum therapy project. And while I was drafting this, I just remembered Gary saying that, what did he say again? He didn't know drumming would be so difficult. He thought it was a walk in the park. But, and I said to myself, it's so much true, because I came there as well. What Jesse was delivering, I up to this day, I can't even beat my hands on the drum so fast. And I'm very impressed with these words, but it's getting the different experiences from the homes. And Doreen spoke to the fact that the ladies kept asking her, Miss, when is drum training? We're not doing drum training today. So you can see the level of engagement and the level of enthusiasm being displayed there as well. And the tiny hands we saw from Blossom Gardens, where is Jasmine? Those tiny hands, we have to congratulate them for that effort. Because we know how children are sometimes, and to get them situated around a drum is probably the most challenging part of all. But they got the dogo, tap up, Jesse, don't kill me, pata pata, tap it, pity pity, tap it. Jesse will speak more to that later, but it's getting the different experiences and knowing that everybody's working in their own innovative way, their own engaging way to ensure that this project continues. Mrs. Scott Shaw, who is the Director for Alternative Care Services at the CPFSA, every time we have a meeting, she starts the meeting on a good note, letting us know of the tremendous work that all homes have been doing. She doesn't want us to forget, and she said, I went there to visit this place, and they were dressed and they were beating the drums, and I wish we could display so much more. This 15 minutes, I'm not sure how long it was, is not indicative of the true nature of this project, but over time on our social media channels and our different places where you can come and engage with us, we'll be definitely sure to engage and show you more. But also, Randy and everybody, I can't even call all the names, but they're just doing different things to transform the program. And I'm just asking to give them one more hand, one final hand before I wrap up here. Because it's really a reflection of the hard work and the dedication that has been displayed. And it's not just for the caregivers, it's really for the children. So I'm happy that they're here as well. I couldn't make out some of the faces, but I know, based on sight and so forth, some of them are there who are in the video now. But we'd just like to use today as an opportunity to celebrate all of the efforts for you here, caregivers, partners, sponsors, awards, everybody who could make this project a success. I want to give you a big thank you, and as Jesse shared earlier in the video, we just need to press on. Thank you once again, and take care.
Absolutely. Guys, put your hands together for Janelle and her team. Yes, Janelle, I see the passion, I feel it. I feel the energy that you put into this project, Janelle. Yeah, man, you just have to learn some rhythm, you know. You really have to learn the pita-pata and the te-te-te-te. Okay? Because this is Jamaica, you have to catch the rhythm, no sir? Mr. Jesse Golding? Yes, man. And if you want to feel what drummer's hand feel, just shake Jesse Golding's hand, you see? Yeah, man. Feel like a construction worker. Beat what you drum with it. You know? But I must say, as somebody who's been in the creative arts for a very long time, drumming is therapeutic, for sure. Music is therapeutic. And so if you're making music, it's even more therapeutic. And you said something, Jesse, that's resonating with me because clearly the program works. I think I'm going to put the pressure on to see if you guys can get the program extended from just wards of the state to communities, community centers. If you can get that kind of influence to happen, because a lot of our children in these community centers need that kind of centering, need something to pull them back to a place where they can just center a little bit. These communities are filled with distractions. And I think a program like drumming is essential for the children outside too, those who live in the communities generally. I'd encourage, Mr. Gage Gray, you have enough influence, you know, just try and get it done. All right, thank you, Janelle. Kudos to you and, of course, the representatives and teams who played this integral role. Well, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, where we pause to recognize the effort of the participants in this project, and we'll be presenting certificates, trophies, and tokens of appreciation to all the participating homes, volunteers, and caregivers. I am going to kindly ask a representative from each home to come forward as the names are called. Now, to assist me, I was waiting to say this because I want her up here with me. She's full of energy. To assist me with the presentations of the participation trophies, I now invite Professor Elizabeth Ward, Chair of the VPA, to come forward. Please hands together for her. First up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to invite Muriton Child Care Facility. They have journeyed from the serene community of Manchineal in Portland. Please put your hands together for them. Yes, here's a representative. I saw this young man on video a while ago. He's a star. Come on now, clap him, put your hands together for him. All the way from Manchineal. Beautiful. I love Manchineal. It's Portland. My family is from Portland. Keep those applause going. I'm going to ask you to invite from all the way from Southfield in St. Bess. Give it up for Manning Child Care Facility. Manning? Yes, the gentleman is on his way. Keep the applause going for Manning in St. Bess. Yes, Mandy. The parish that them say is, of course, there you go. Turn around for the photo, young man. Yes, the parish where the farmers love, St. Bess. Please keep those applause coming. We're going to invite now the St. Augustine Child Care Facility representative to come and collect their trophy, located in Chapelton, Clarendon, not too far from us. Welcome. All right. Clap him, clap him, clap him. St. Augustine. Also want to welcome our friends from the cool Stony Hills of Homestead Child Care Facility in Stony Hill. Please welcome this young lady from Homestead. Yes, man. And she come out fresh enough for the cameras. You see her there. Yes. Thank you so much. We want to invite our friends from St. James. Wow. Granville, place of safety. St. James. We don't clap St. James, you know. Far them come from, you know. Make the way, St. James. Yes, man.
Trelawney.
Hold on, where it was?
Trelawney.
Granville is in Trelawney? Oh, see it there? Sorry, Trelawney, then St. James, you couldn't ball out first. Granville in Trelawney. Oh, we said, don't worry, sorry. I'll take responsibility. All right. But last but not least, certainly we want to welcome our friends from Blossom Gardens Child Care Facilities, the cohort with the youngest age group. Come on now. Look at this little one here. Bright and beautiful and filled with talent. Put your hands together for the Blossom Gardens Child Care Facility member here. All right. Hearty applause for all of those collected awards so far. Thank you so much, Professor Ward. Of course, that was lovely. Moving right along, we have some certificates for completion of training and tokens of appreciation for our caregivers and one child from one of our facilities. These are provided courtesy of the Canadian Women's Club of Jamaica. Thank them very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I will ask Ms. Rowena Nemard, VPA, volunteer to assist with these presentations. And here she comes, a lovely lady I met at the entrance and before this presentation. So, as I call your names, please come forward. Miss Kadeen Jones-Stewart, Blossom Gardens Child Care Facility. All right, the young lady is coming from Blossom Gardens. Come teach. Come on, you're taking for her. You're here for her. Welcome. Put your hands together and clap on her, please. Tell you, know. Thank you so much. And that's to Kadeen Jones-Stewart. Miss Jasmine McIntosh, Blossom Gardens Child Care Facility. Here she is. This is actually her. No, clap her for me now, please. Clap her properly. Jasmine, thank you so much, ma'am. Next, it's Jasmine. All right, so I'll pronounce it properly next time. You see, Jasmine. Uno have I hear the end of the name? Uno Frenchie. All right, Jasmine. Thank you so much for that. Can I have Miss Natalie Spence Smith from Manning Child Care Facility? Natalie. Is it Muirton? All right, sorry about that. So it's Natalie Spence-Smith from Muirton. Sure, collect for her, please, sir. As long as you're associated, you know her. Make sure you know. Muirton. All right, so that's Natalie Spence-Smith. Congratulations to Natalie. Please tell her we're proud of her and congratulations. And make sure you pass on that thing to her, you see? All right. All right, hopefully we don't have any of these names mixed up again. Mr. Homer Mackenzie from Muirton. All right, there you go. Let me cross this out. Muirton, Homer Mackenzie from Muirton. This is the gentleman. All right, that's why I'm saying no. All right, there you go. All right. Mr. Christopher Adrian. Christopher Adrian, where are you from, Christopher? Where are you picking up from? And where is he from? Manning, there you go. So he's from Manning Child Care Facility. Congratulations to Christopher Adrian. He has 2 first names. That's interesting. Christopher Adrian, don't he? There you go. Mr. Randy Orr. All right. Did I get that right, Mr. Orr? Mr. Randy Orr from Manning Child Care Facility. We're not putting hands together for Randy, please. He's here. How about Mr. Gary Bailey from the St. Augustine Place of Safety? We got that right? Awesome. Gary Bailey. Pick up yourself, Mr. Bailey. Yes, man. All right, so collecting there, Gary Bailey. Yes, Gary, look at the camera. Remember, you do up your hair to come here today, you know? Holy power work, forget that, don't you, Gary? Thank you so much. Andre McDonald. Andre? Anyone here to collect? Yes. Collecting for him is that young man, Andre. Where is he from, Andre? St. Augustine, that is correct. So that is also correct here. St. Augustine Place of Safety. All right. And now we'll invite Miss Dory Hay. Yes, Dory Hay. Oh, no, clap while she's here, man. Dory, where are you from, Dory? Homestead Place of Safety. Thank you, Dory, for confirming that. Congratulations to you as well. And I saw you in the video too, man. Oh, you in the video, your boss, man. You stay there. All right. What about Miss Suzette Merchant from Homestead? Collect for her as well. Dory. We're going to clap Dory again. Dory. You're collecting again. This is for Suzette Merchant from Homestead Place of Safety. And now we'll ask Mrs. Greta Bogle-Murray. Greta Bogle-Murray from the Mandeville, am I right? Granville Place of Safety. That's right, I had that here correctly. From the Granville Place of Safety, the lady with the British accent, Mrs. Greta Bogle-Murray. Clap her one more time, please. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, man, accent so nice. Speak up yourself. Don't leave us anytime soon, you know, coming down there to learn it. How about Miss Marcia Wheatle, also from Granville Place of Safety. Keep it coming, ma'am. Keep it coming. Thank you so much, ma'am. One more time, please. You can't make that just get away now. That's a lovely little that. Okay. You want to, Warren Osborne? Person's here? Warren? Yes, Warren, one more time. Please come back. We have another certificate for you. You're bossing, you're popular now. We have more certificates for you. Thank you, Warren. And we also like to thank the lovely lady, Miss Nemhard, for helping us with these presentations. Thank you so much. Oh, you're a star. Thank you so much, ma'am. We also have some tokens, ladies and gentlemen, of appreciation for the most consistent caregivers. These persons are awarded based on their level of communication and engagement in the project, as well as attendance and, of course, in training. I now call on Ms. Janelle Llewellyn to make these presentations for these outstanding individuals. Janelle, are we ready to go? Please help me welcome Mr. Randy Orr from the Manning Child Care Facility. Yes, man. Thank you so much, Mr. Orr, for caring and for delivering to these children and for being so wonderful in doing it. Mr. Warren Osborne from the St. Augustine Place of Safety, please make your way as well. Yes, collect for him, Mr. Bailey. Warren Osborne, thank you so much. Yes, we have to big up these people who make this special effort, you know what I mean? Yes, to thank them so much as well. And thank you to Miss Llewellyn for making those presentations. So let's hear it for them, please, one more time. Kudos to the gentlemen. So we also have some certificates, ladies and gentlemen, of appreciation for some special individuals and groups who continue to support, who have supported this project tremendously. And some of them are here physically with us. Some are tuned in virtually, I am being informed. So we call on the CPFSA's Director for Policy Planning and Evaluation, Mr. Newton Douglas, to come forward to assist in these presentations. Welcome, Mr. Douglas. Well, like him shine, but him always in I'm suiting on people. Always ready. Special recognition is being given to the following. Please put your hands together for the Canadian Women's Club of Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen. The Canadian Women's Club of Jamaica, who is going to be collecting on their behalf. Please, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Special presentation being made now to the Canadian Women's Club of Jamaica. Yes, I told her she's a star right here. The Caribbean Child Development Center, Mrs. Cecile Minot is she's here in live and living color. Yes, she left. Wow. So she has an award to collect. Who's going to take it on her behalf? Anybody? All right. So Janelle says she'll keep that one. Miss Anne McNamee. Who's collecting on her behalf? Miss Anne McNamee? Please. Thank you so much. You're our star for today. Here we go. All right, we're skipping that one. Thank you so much, for volunteering. How about Mr. Robert Williams? Mr. Robert Williams, I want to thank him as well. You can put your hands together for him and so. Mrs. Kimona Todd Johnson, also put your hands together for Mrs. Kimona Todd Johnson. Volunteers, Miss Chantal Booth. Here's Chantal. All right, so. All right, no, we're going to skip that as well. Wow, this one I believe we don't have to skip. Miss Rowena Nemard, Granville CCF. And of course she is in it. Please, ladies and gentlemen, she has been a star. This one is for her. Absolutely. Thank you so much, ma'am. Miss Lorraine Jones, please put your hands together for her. We're skipping that. Miss Marcia Davis. Miss Janelle Llewellyn, volunteer for the Muirton CCF in attendance, of course. Thank you. I hope I don't mispronounce his name. Miss, is it Cody McGaw? Coyote, there you go. All right, there you go. Coyote McGaw. Thank you, sir. And now, of the 6 homes that participated, ladies and gentlemen, 3 emerged on top, and that is regarding the criteria and consistency. I'm going to ask Mrs. Rosalie Gage Gray to deliver these presentations. Thank you, ma'am. These homes were selected based on the following: attendance, provision and compliance with schedule identified, quality of the progress videos submitted, feedback given to volunteers, and observed the engagement and the enthusiasm of the wards. Our second runner-up, ladies and gentlemen, is where's the drum, Mr. Gold? Ah! Granville Child Care Facility, come on now. They pushed through. Thank you. They certainly have achieved their objectives. I want to say thanks to them. And wow, there we go. Granville, there she is in that lovely dress, getting some real good press time. Yes, congratulations to you, Granville. Absolutely. Now, this home saw the project for more than what it really was, realizing the positive impacts it had on the children and the facility. The children and caregivers were very alert and extremely receptive to the training. I was told the decision was a hard one to make. Can you guess, ladies and gentlemen, who I'm talking about? Which home am I talking about here? Which home? Place of safety? None other than the St. Augustine Place of Safety. First runner-up. First runner-up. Congratulations, St. Augustine. Good job, good job, excellent job. Now they say that there is good, better, and there is? Based on careful considerations, the home that is most outstanding of all, having met the requirements going above and beyond to ensure that the children benefited and are still benefiting, is, drum roll please, Manning Child Care Facility, winners from the food basket. Come on. Big ups to the Manning Child Care Facility. Also receiving a drum this evening, courtesy of the granddaughter of Charmaine Chinloy. So please put your hands together one more time. That's the drum that they're getting this evening. Wow, beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful drum. The winners getting a beautiful drum, and look at that. So thank you, Miss Rowena Nemad, for assisting with taking that drum over here, and thank you so much, Mrs. Rosalie Gage Gray. Hold on, Mrs. Gage Gray, no move it. Them have to get it at the picture, you know. Here we go. Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Please keep the applause coming, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. Congratulations one more time to all participants. Please put your hands together. Please put your hands together one more time. Wow. There is indeed a lot more to share about this project, and it's coming to us now to inform you about that is Professor Elizabeth Ward, Chair of the Violence Prevention Alliance. Please put your hands together for the lovely lady.
For the press is if we brought first, second, and third and brought them all back together.
Please, the first, second, and third place winners of the final category. Can you
with the cap.
Yes, make it
with
back here. With the
drop.
Well,
no, with your trophies,
yes,
yeah.
Trophies, please, one more time. The ladies as well.
Great. Mrs. Gage Gray, you want to go with them?
More photos, Mrs. Gage Gray.
You want me on one side?
One more time, please.
If there's one thing that has made me happy during COVID times, it's this project. It really is amazing that we have gotten this far, and the teamwork and cooperation was amazing. Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. In Jamaica, I always say, when you have the right group of Jamaicans around the table, whoops, in a WhatsApp group, amazing things can be done. Congratulate you all for the efforts, all the people, the caregivers, awards, the project administrators, all of the CPFSA team and the trainers for growing the project so far. We looked at it because of the isolation and how much. You know how much we started off with? $200 US. And we have been able to put, what, over 30 drums, Janelle? 30 drums and equipment into the homes. We've made great strides, and I'd say there were 4 things that made it happen. 1 was partnership. 2 was engaging philanthropy or charity. Supporting local businesses and skills development. We needed all of those things. Through the partnerships, we've reached over 250 children in 6 homes across the country. A powerful wellness tool. That's what drumming is. It accelerates physical healing. It boosts the whole immune system. The charity side of it was boosted by a GoFundMe program. And it was a musician, Anne McNamee in Canada, who set it up for us. And we made 3,000 Canadian dollars. Believe me, it filled many a space and got us through some rough times. The drums were, and Robin Heffernan and Anne McNamee were key in this process. And Anne McNamee actually was one of the people who has been instrumental in Jamaica founding the National Youth Orchestra. And she was, all we had to do was ask, and she did everything. Another part of it that I really loved was supporting local business and local people. We needed the drums, and we wanted the drums to be made locally. There was Fire Feet from Parade Gardens, and Joel, and otherwise known as Pele, from Buff Bay, and then Philip Supersad from North Street. Music Mart came along, and other local small drums came from the craft market. All this was done despite the shortage of goat skin. The cry was, no curry goat or cook due to COVID. Everything locked down. But you know, Philip Supersad walked from Little North Street. He found Fire Feet, and he brought along some goat skin that he had put down. And he gave it with a little token to the Rastafarian Art Studio, where Fire Feet was then located. And we got our drums in time for the training session. Right, Jesse? And the last thing was developing the skills. And we had the right trainer with the right heart. And we got Jesse Golding. And with all the COVID-19 protocols and masks and distance and everything, we also found a brilliant place at Boys Brigade under the watchful eye of Mr. Daly. And we had a space where everybody could come, right? And feel comfortable, make new friends, eat a little food, have a little fruit, and go home. We really want to thank Jesse. We really want to thank Boys Brigade. We really want to thank private donors. People just came and said, here's the money. I'll buy a drum for you. How much it costs? Take my daughter's drum. Take my nephew's drum. And all of that. Sister Benedict from Law Street, who helped us. The VPA team. And I don't have to tell you, please give Janelle a huge round of support. the amount of times Janelle prevented us from being in near crisis. Don't worry, Dr. Ward, I will fix it. And she did. She did it. And we really want to thank Mrs. Eunice Scott Shore from Alternative Care and Mr. Newton Douglas. Mr. Douglas, please stand up. No, you have to stand up. Come. You have to stand up, come. And you have to come and get your...
Mr. Douglas, please. He goes up and coming down.
In case you get... No, you're implicated, no. But public health will hold me together. Newton, thank you for believing in us. And thank you for sticking it out, because we started talking in March, we got going in August, but once we got the gas and the car and the driver in place, we were on the road, and you really did a wonderful job of supporting us.
Thank you very much.
We really want to say, I want to say what you are saying. We are, Chris, this is all part of our national plan of action that is about bringing an integrated response to keeping all our children free of violence. Currently, our nation needs healing. Our children need healing. Can you imagine if by the end of next year we have 6 more homes? And you're not stopping, so we'll have 12 homes. But as well as that, we would like to see, as Chris said, other groups, other institutions. We could have drumming circles in our church halls, in our school auditoriums, under trees outside of recording studios. We could do it in the market. We could do it on the corner. We could do it in small groups in communities. All of this can be done despite COVID protocols. We need drumming circles. We have the capacity to resource it. And we have the talent. Let's beat the drums, share some peace and forgiveness, and guide it with love and talent that you have seen shown by our children and our caregivers and our CPFSA today. One love.
Great presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. And very, very well said. Thanks to all team members as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are certainly winding down this evening's. Wow, you can manage? Jesse, please assist. There you go. All right. So we are winding down, ladies and gentlemen, but of course, they say all good things must come to an end. I'm going to invite Mr. Gary Bailey from the St. Augustine Place of Safety with some closing remarks for you right now. And I see them setting up, so I'm expecting to have a wonderful performance before we go. Mr. Bailey, please.
Good evening, all protocol observed. As Johnny rightfully said, all good things must come to an end. But for the drumming, it is not an end, it's a beginning. And I'm looking forward for next year. I'm saying to myself, maybe we can have a drumming activity, like a drumming seminar, a workshop like that with all the homes come together, something of that sort. So the drumming, it's life. Ward at St. Augustine said to me, Mr. Bailey, honestly, when I feel stress, I play the drum, I feel relief. I have boy with, it takes them nothing to live from 0 to 100 as it relates to aggression, And when they play the drum, none of that. So I'm just here to report success and say that big thank you to all the sponsors and each and every member that make it possible for the drumming. All good things must come to an end. God bless.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bailey. Well, you see what's happening, so no need for me to be too long. Hold on. Yes. Want to acknowledge, of course, a donation or donations made from the Canadian Women's Club of Jamaica for gifts to the children. So please put your hands together for the... Of course. So let me tell you what's happening. We have Mr. Jesse Golding, who is an award-winning musician, who's going to be performing for us as we close, after these presentations are made. So he's just in place. So as you hear names being called, please come up for the presentations. And as we close, there's some snacks on the outside for us, okay? Here we go.
Thank you. For our first donation from the Canadian Women's Club of Jamaica, we are calling on Merton Child Care Facility. Some of them are a bit heavy, so allow for some time to get ourselves settled. You can come here. Round of applause for Merton. Calling on Manning Child Care Facility. Thank you. This will be followed by St. Augustine Child Care Facility. Great. Okay. Homestead. Next up, Granville, Place of Safety. And last but not least, our favorite little ones from Blossom Gardens Child Care Facility. Great. Turn around. Thank you, everyone. And I will now hand over, Jesse, are you ready? Hand over to Mr. Jesse Golding. Thank you all. Thank you. a child to play along with Jesse, just for a few seconds. So we can get to experience the children.
Yes. So just before I say final goodbyes, we have one of the stars joining the instructor himself. All right, are you guys ready? Over to you when you're ready, musicians. Now, man, you know what's going to happen right now, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this is us, right? And we say music. So we're going to allow the children to play, right? Here we go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all the children, to all the, of course, child protection agencies, services, and places. Have a wonderful afternoon. Please travel safely home. All right?